friends, in today's video I wanted to show you guys how to make these ornaments. As you can tell, they're made out of books, and don't hate on me because I cut up a book. It's pretty. I love books. I used a dictionary or like an old textbook that you don't need anymore. You could go to Goodwill and pick up a few books that you're not going to read and cut them up and turn them into something beautiful. It's kind of a tribute to your book-loving self, or just if you don't like books, then this is a cute ornament. Also, it's super easy to make and is possible to make with kids, and would be a fun little addition to your tree that actually looks aesthetically pleasing. I found a picture of this on Pinterest, something similar to this anyways, online last year, and I really liked it, and so I figured out how to make it. But yeah, it's super easy. I'm just going to show you really quickly how to do it, and you can just go crazy. Here is everything that you will need in order to do this project. You will need a book that you don't mind cutting up, hot glue gun, some of these elastic hair bands, scissors, a ruler, and some glue sticks, which I just realized you can buy these at the dollar store for the mini glue guns, and they're way cheaper. So there's a little tip for you. So the way that this is put together, you start with a section at a time, and all of the sections are going to end up being the same size. So what we're going to focus on first is getting the size right for this section, just this one little petal. We'll call it a petal. So I've ripped out some pages of my book, and I've noticed when doing this project that you need to have at least 5 sheets of paper in order for the little individual loops on a petal to be thick enough to really be seen. I'm going to cut these pages into strips that are 1/2 an inch wide. So I've made little notches on the paper that are 1/2 an inch apart. This is a lot easier if you have one of those like guillotine paper cutters, but since I don't, I'm just gonna try and cut a straight line, and I'm sure it'll be fine. You could also take your ruler and trace a line so that it would be straight. That might be especially helpful if you're doing this project with young children that might have a harder time cutting a straight-ish line. Here are some of our strips. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of this paper so that we have plenty to work with. Okay, so I made a little kind of layout here. Each of these has 5 of these strips that we've cut, 5 of the 1/2 inch strips. And there's 7 total leaves in a petal. That's what we'll call them. These are the inches, the number of inches that you're going to want to cut each of the sections to. So this is the middle, this middle longest one. You're going to keep it 6 inches long. So you'll take a ruler, measure it out, snip it off at 6. The next 2, here and here, are going to be 5.5. The next 2 down, here and here, 4.5, and then 3.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and make these cuts now. This is what the pieces look like after they've been cut, so you can kind of see the length difference here. Now it's time to assemble your first little petal or leaf, whatever you want to call it, on your snowflake. So what we're going to do is take the middle piece first, so the 6, and you're going to fold it so that the ends are even. So just like that. Then you take your next 5.5, fold it in half, and pinch it with your next finger. See? Then take your next 5.5 on the other side, fold it in half, pinch with your finger. What I like to do is try and make sure that these little arches on either side are hitting about the same length. If you need to do like a little bit of a trim at the bottom, you can do that. So there it is. You're going to take your 4.5 next. Sometimes it's easiest to slide the end in and pinch and then fold over the next one. There we go. So you're just basically working your way out from the center. If you're working on this with a kid, it might be good for you to lend them a hand with this part because it's a little more difficult to pinch and fold. So then at this point, you've got your little petal situated. You're going to take your clear rubber band and wrap it a few times around the bottom of your petal. And voila! You have your first petal. Do the same thing 8 times. It's a lot of cutting. Once you have all of your petals completed, then you're going to make the middle circle. 5 of the strips at the normal length, and then I wrap them in a circle. Once you've wrapped this in a circle, you're going to take another elastic and just place it around your circle like this. All right, so I moved over to my hot glue station. Make sure that you have something under your glue gun so that the drip that comes off of it won't ruin your table. You're gonna take your first petal. See how the bottom of it's not exactly even? We're gonna take our scissors and just trim just a little bit to try and give the glue like a little bit more of a level surface to attach to, because this part is going to attach to the middle. What I like to do is hot glue in the middle, kind of a bigger glob like that. And then while it's still wet, you're going to stick it to your circle and you're going to hold it. Hold it until it's dry, because if not, your petal is going to look a little wonky. And that is the first step right there. To make sure that my ornament is evenly spaced, is instead of going right next to the petal that you've just put on, you're going to go to the opposite side. Kind of looks like the snitch from Harry Potter. And my next one is going to go dead in the center between these two. It looks rustic. It's basically my word for anything that looks a little bit messy but still pretty. Rustic. Oh no, did you bonk yourself? Oh my goodness. Mom's making a snowflake. Oh, careful, it's still drying. Yeah. Say hi. Hi, I just bonked myself. Okay, so everything's glued together. You want to give it a little bit of time to dry. You want to give it a little bit of time to dry. But look at that. It's all done. The last thing we need to do is just attach a ornament hook. Or you could use like some twine, some string. That would work too. The other thing that I did with half of mine last year is I painted some glue on the outer edge and then rolled it in some glitter. So I'll show you what those look like too. But I really like the plain ones as well. I like that you can see more of the text. Like I said, it's not perfect, but when it's on the tree, it looks really cute. What do you think, Spencer? Do you like it? You like that plate? The plate's pretty cool. Yeah. Here is one of the sparkly ones. It's super cute. I really like this project. It's something that kids can help you with and that they can be really proud of. It does take some time, so hopefully they have a little bit of patience. But again, it's a super good gift for anybody who's a book lover in your life. Or if you just like the aesthetic of this, you can make them for your own tree, which is what I did. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the chaos of my living room behind me. I hope you enjoy my cute baby, and I hope that you like this video and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more of my content, because we put out new videos every week. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys later. You will like and comment. You will subscribe to my channel. Just kidding, only if you want to.